Hello everyone, this is Kyle at Metanoia. That's my cat, she's just chilling. It's been a while, I haven't made a video for quite a while. However, that is changing right now because I've just been wanting to make a video for ages, so here we go. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the plans and a bit about myself. One of the main reasons why I want to start, or I'm starting to make these videos, a lot of it's for like self-growth, and a lot of it, like recently I've really been into like how self-love is the most important thing, or one of the most important things that we can do, because if you don't love yourself, then how can anyone else love you? Like, truly, like, that's deep, but it's true. So yeah, it's really getting into all these and about developing healthy habits. The last couple months for me have been real. There's been a real change from my old paradigm, should we say. I've started a new job that I actually really enjoy. It's the first job that I've actually enjoyed properly. It's still early days, but I can just tell that the people there are nice and everything's settled. Yeah, so that's nice. I've been taking yoga classes as well. This is something that I enjoy, actually. I really enjoy. I went there last night, left in such a good space, and it's just really good. And yeah, I'm changing things up, and really, I'd like to make this another of the changes and make it a nice hobby. Maybe Metanoia can be something in the future. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that sharing what I'm doing and sharing my journey, could possibly motivate and inspire others to do similar things. Also, I think it would be good to create community, connect with like-minded individuals that are they're on a similar wavelength, and I just made a new banner for the YouTube channel. I'm still trying to feel my way into it, because I'm not 100% sure where I want things to go, but I do know that it's based around like these topics that's in the banner. I'm pretty sure it says psychology, metaphysics, and veganism or nutrition. And that could change in the future. I'm not too sure. But I love psychology. I believe everything. When I'm talking about humans, everything is psychology, because we create a projection of the world that we see outside, inside our brains. So technically everything comes from the mind, and psychology is the study of the mind. And I just love that idea. I kind of feel like psychology isn't taught enough. It's getting a bit better. Like, I spoke to people that get taught psychology in like year 6, 7, which is better than what it was. But I mean, when I first started coming up from when I was younger, the only place I'd ever learned about psychology was outside of school, or once I got to college, and I think that's just a bit late. I think so psychology is one of my passions. Also metaphysics. Metaphysics is a big word. It's got a lot of different meanings, and it's quite a broad word to describe things with. But that basically in a nutshell, I'd say it's like the study of the non-physical phenomena. So yeah, I'll get more into that in future videos. I'm not going to do that right now. And nutrition. Nutrition is super linked to how we think. I've read quite a few books now about the relationship between the gut and our brains. Apparently, we literally have a second brain in our stomachs, and when you're, if you're eating junk food, like there's a reason why junk food has been directly linked to depression and anxiety, is because if you're eating food that is only satisfying your cravings and not your needs, then it's just so easy to go around in circles and just keep eating the food for that reward, that short-term reward, pleasure, and long-term failure, which a lot of people don't actually put into theory what they're actually doing, but that is in effect what they're doing when you keep indulging in bad foods. And it just, if it affects your life in a small way every day, then over a long period of time that will just build up into, well, you'll just stay in a similar position. So yeah, there's definitely a big link between that, and I've really been getting into nutrition actually. I've taken a few courses now, I've read a few books, and this is what the channel is going to be about. I'd probably say short term it's going to be a bit more vloggy style, while I kind of feel my way around things, and see what happens. But I mean, I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I just wanted to say that. Also, the last videos that I made was about lucid dreaming, and that ended because, well, my only excuse is that I started working full time for a short period of time, and I was getting up at like 6:30 in the morning, and I just weren't recording my dreams. I stopped doing the reality checks, and I stopped recording, and I just got out of the flow of it basically. But I do think that this is such an important part of life. This is part of metaphysics as well. It's a part of psychology. It's part, like, the fact that we can dream and be aware that we're dreaming, and to also improve your waking life in your sleep. Like, that is a tool that we should all be utilizing, because it would just, first of all, it would increase the rate at which you improve exponentially. So yeah, it's just a cool thing, and it helps. I've also heard someone say that it helps people wake up in the real world. Now, I'm not entirely sure what they meant by that, but what waking up to me means, it's quite short. It's basically just realizing that everything isn't what it seems, and that you can take that however you like. But for me, when I was a kid, and I thought the world was like a nice place, and it was like I was safe. I thought humans knew pretty much everything that there was to know. I thought that we were like at the pinnacle of our evolution. And now getting older, I feel like the opposite of that is true. I feel like we're way down here, and our potential's like way up here. And yeah, waking up is just understanding it's understanding our true I want to say power. Like our actions really do have like massive consequences. Like we are just amazing creatures that are capable of amazing things, and I don't see people fulfilling their potential. Mostly, I'd say about 90% of the population. And it's not that these people don't want to be in that situation, I feel that a lot of them would come out of that situation given different circumstances or education. It's hard. I was going to say it's hard to it's hard to undo what's already happened, but it is possible. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people, you know, that they make commitments, they get married, they have kids, they do whatever, but they tie themselves down, and they kind of go through life not fully understanding who they are, which then in turn, well, it just to me it just doesn't seem like a good idea to do that. Like I'd rather go through years of like figuring out who I am, what I really want, and then going for it, like bam. And I've read somewhere that the lucid dreaming can really help you remember what you're supposed to like be doing, like what your passions are, what your favorite career would be, what you should, you know. It's a you can communicate with your subconscious through lucid dreaming, and that's the most interesting thing to me about it, that you can talk to your subconscious mind. Now there's like I've heard about some fairly new psychologies like NLP. Apparently you can get through to your subconscious, you can remove subconscious blocks, which in turn makes it easier for you to create whatever life that you want, because a lot of the time it's just fear that's holding people back. It's not actually that they're incapable, it's just their fears. I've also heard that hypnotherapy can get to the root cause as well, and I've heard lucid dreaming can, and to me, you know, I love sleeping and I love dreaming, so for me to document that would be a pleasure. And yeah, as I said at the start, I really just want to inspire other people to take that leap. I've been a spectator for a while. I'm now starting to learn that you learn more by doing, even if you like mess up like ridiculously. Like you will learn so much from that messing up that you'll just be able to use it in the future and just you know, turn the negative into a positive. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Also, one more thing. I just want to build up the Instagram page. I've always liked like making pictures. I don't know why, but it's just something, like a lot of the time I'll just be doing whatever, and a thought will come to me and I'll be like, oh, I could put that in a picture, and it's usually like some kind of like truth or inspirational quote, or like, you know, something that I kind of feel like would give someone that boost, you know, something that I'd like to see going down my newsfeed. So I really want to build up the Instagram. I want to build up the community, as I said previously, like connect with like-minded individuals, and yeah, just take the next leap. It's like it's the 22nd of November today, 2018, and yeah, I'd love to look back on these days of recording and making the videos and look at it as a time of change, and a time of like, this is the time I got myself together, like, and really went for it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got this far, please leave me a comment, just for a chat. Like, I'd happily talk to you about, I mean, if you've got this far, then you obviously feel a certain way, or I'd assume so. So yes, please leave a comment, and if you liked it, leave a thumbs up. Tell your friends about me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace.